Hey everyone, welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto every day. I'm your host, Wendy O. You will not be seeing me because I am sick, thanks to my 4-year-old daughter. Gotta love kids and their germs. Anyways, I just wanted to go ahead and put out a quick cryptocurrency market update for the weekend because things are starting to get a little bit interesting. So I'm going to go through a couple coins as fast as possible. With Bitcoin, we talked about this important area of support. This area is about $47,000 to about $50,000. And I'm looking for trigger areas. If we're able to flip above 51,000, 50,000, which is this area of resistance in the box, I think that we can go ahead and retest about $52,000 to about $53,000, where this area of resistance is. However, yesterday we were unable to flip $51,000 and we're still in this range. Paying attention to the daily chart and looking at market cipher, it's looking a little bit bearish to me. The fact that we were rejected twice off of this area of resistance at about $51,000 is not great. I've also drawn a tentative trend line here with this swing low from January 27th at about 29,000 to this swing low here May 14th, 2021, about $45,000. Again, it's not drawn 100% to scale, it's just kind of showing you. And aligns perfectly with our support box here. If we lose this area of support about $46,000, $47,000, it will bring us down to this range to about $43,000 to $40,000, or approximately very, very close to. The reason why this area is important is because we see this swing low February 28th. We see these swing wick lows here from February 11th. And then we are also noticing this bottom area of support from about $40,000, which was created back on January 9th. And then the swing wick high February 6th. So this area is very, very important to me. I'm not saying we're going to get down there 100%, but this is kind of what I'm watching transpire as we continue to break down. Now, taking a look at the 4 hour is still looking a little bit bearish, and I'm going to be heavily watching what happens here about $46,000. If we sustain and kind of range in this area between about 46 to about 51, fantastic, but I need to see a trigger happen. I need to see a flip of resistance created into support about $50,000, or I need to see a breakdown at about $46,000. The breakdown here would bring us to $43,000, $40,000 or close to. A flip of resistance and turning it into support will bring us to these upper areas. We'd probably get back in this 55,000 to about 52,000 here. So 55 to about 52. And forgive me, I do have a cold, so I'm a little bit groggy. But that's kind of what I'm looking for with Bitcoin. And of course, the market will tank if Bitcoin takes and do vice versa. Now, let's take a look at Ethereum, because Ethereum is still moves with Bitcoin for the most part. Now, taking a look at the daily chart, we had a lot of volatility in this area between $4,000 to about $3,700. Market cipher is kind of flat, even though we have printed the red dot, the bearish, which is a bearish signal, which indicates some downward movement. So right now we've created an important area of support about $3,700. The question is, what is going to happen next? Well, taking a look at the 4-hour chart, 4-hour chart shows that we're going back down to this area of support at about $3,600. A complete breakdown of that would bring us back down to about $3,400. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm just saying this is what I'm seeing in the chart. And unless we're actually able to sustain $3,600, we will get back down to this area about $3,400. So if you felt like you missed out on Ethereum, start stacking your limit buys. Start stacking limit buys from about 36 all the way down. I would even stack them all the way down to about $3,000 if this is something you're interested in. And basically all you do is you can pull fibs up if you wanted to into this area to get some areas to go ahead and place limit buys, or you can just kind of stack where you see areas of support and resistance. But right now Ethereum is not looking too terribly hot. I would need to see sustaining at about $3,700 and then move back up to about $4,000. If we're able to flip $4,000, we can get back up to $4,200. But I'm just not really seeing that happen. I'm feeling a little bit bearish. Again, I could be 100% wrong on it. For transparency, I'm not in position. I'm not feeling well. I'm not interested in being in position. But please pay attention to what's happening with Ethereum. Now, we're going to talk about some bullish stuff. Polygon Matic looks absolutely beautiful, and we hit the target here of about $1.81, and I do believe we will see $2, depending. If Bitcoin dumps, if Ethereum dumps, it may take us down with it. However, Matic is still looking incredibly bullish. The way the chart looks, we like to see the EMA stacked like this: the EMA 9, the EMA 21, EMA 30, EMA 50, EMA 100, and EMA 200. This is a very, very beautiful setup. Now taking a look at the 4-hour chart here. 4-hour chart is still looking good. We're hitting some areas of resistance at about $1.80, which makes sense because it's pretty close to the all-time high of about $1.88. MACD is looking good. The EMA is looking good. If we do get a pullback, I would look to $1.57, probably even maybe down to this area here of $1.13. I'm not calling for that big of a drop. I'm just using this area. I'm using the EMA, the EMA 50 is a point of reference because with Matic in the past, we've seen it touch the EMA 50 and bounce back up. This last drop we had on May 13th, we saw it touch the EMA 30 and bounce back up. So if we do get a pullback, those are the areas I am looking for. You want to pay attention to the EMAs. If you're not great at finding support and resistance, use EMAs. They make it easy. That would be a bearish scenario with Matic. A bullish scenario would be a flip of support at about $1.80 and then a high of like $2 this weekend. So that is what I'm looking at. Overall with Matic, I have a moon bag. The moon bag I'm going to be holding long term as I do think this thing is probably going to hit minimum $3 in 2021. Now, Cardano. Cardano, similarly to Matic, is looking absolutely beautiful. And we hit $2.36. So if you're holding Cardano, congratulations, just practice risk management. I'm going to call for a high of $3.55 in 2021. And I also earlier on Twitter, I called for, and I also talked about $5, and I'm going to call for about, $9 to $10. The reason why, there's a lot of crazy things happening with Cardano in a good way. There's a lot of great marketing. They're actually building now, which is good. It's taken a long time. But this is another TikTok favorite. So as far as Cardano goes, the areas that I'm looking, and again, that prediction of $10 is going to be long term in 2021. If we don't hit it, that's fine too. That's why I suggest everyone take profits on the way up. $10 is a great area for psychologically because it just is. People like even numbers. Anyways, we're seeing maybe just a slight bit of weakness for Cardano at about $2.24. So if we get a pullback, we're going to use the same strategy that we utilize for Matic. We're going to look at the EMAs for support because they work really well. With Cardano, we've noticed that we get pullbacks all the way down to the EMA 100, which is fine. We saw this happen on May 4th. So now that we're up, we're looking really, really good. We've seen when we're in our areas of volatile moments, we see the EMA 21 getting hit, EMA 30 getting hit, EMA 50 getting hit, and the EMA 100 getting hit. I'm not saying we're going to get a pullback all the way down to $1.57. I'm just saying or even down here to 165. I'm just saying pay attention to these areas. If you feel like you missed out on Cardano, you may want to go ahead and stack limit buys. Limit buys allow you to dictate where you want to go ahead and purchase an asset if it hits at that price. It gives you more control and it's great for us. So overall with with Cardano, I'm looking for sustaining above $2. Sustaining above $2 would be very, very healthy. However, pay attention to this area of support. There's a lot of support here at 177. And keep in mind, just because the chart's looking good right now, if Bitcoin dumps, if Ethereum dumps, this stuff could go down with it. But that is not guaranteed. This is kind of me just showing you what could happen over the weekend. If we continue to stay bullish with Cardano, I would expect another retest of $2.34 and then a move up to $2.50. I'm not going to give you crazy targets over the weekend because it doesn't really make sense. Either way, you guys, please practice risk management, trade safely. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys live tomorrow, 6 p.m. PST. Bye-bye.